If you don't know who Pieter Levels is, Levels.io on Twitter and TikTok, that's his handle, Levels.io. His name is Pieter Levels. Him and Tim Ferriss, I think they both popularized the digital nomad movement, a movement of which I am a part of. I'm living in New York now, probably will go back to living throughout Europe in the next couple of weeks. Spent the last 4 years just living in so many different places. And Pieter Levels, he's also a very prolific entrepreneur with several bootstrap startups with very few employees, high margins, and does several $1 million in annual recurring revenue. Fascinating guy, great Twitter, very successful by many, many standards. This episode, he's getting on a TikTok now. This episode is called What I Would Do If I Were Pieter Levels, and I was trying to make my products go viral on TikTok. But this episode will be relevant to you if you're not Pieter Levels. This episode will be relevant to you as well if you are a founder with a product and a marketing budget. If you are a founder with a product and a small marketing budget, you could be bootstrapped, you could be funded. The strategy that I'm going to share, and I'm going to give examples, low budget, very effective. So if you are a founder with a small marketing budget, this will be relevant to you. Last night, it was Friday for Halloween weekend, but I didn't go to a Halloween party. I stayed in listening to Pieter Levels on a podcast with this guy, Arvid Kahl. This podcast episode is blowing up. I've talked to several friends who have listened to it already. And I want to read a quote from Pieter Levels on this podcast about why he is getting into TikTok. He has a huge audience on Twitter, on X, and now he's getting into TikTok, which is a new platform to him. This is the quote. Now I'm learning about TikTok marketing. So I hired a guy to help me because TikTok is insane. I talked to one influencer. He posted about photoai.com, my AI photo startup, and MRR went from 12,000 to like 40 or 50,000. Insane, right? And it stayed that way. So I know the video that Pieter Levels is referencing. This really brilliant creator, RileyBrown.ai, that's his handle, RileyBrown.ai. He made a video about Photo AI, Pieter Levels' photo AI startup. That video went viral. And like Pieter Levels said, he made a lot of money from that, a lot of MRR, a lot of monthly recurring revenue. And so he's like, wow, TikTok, really powerful channel. I want to be on TikTok. And I've seen that myself. I shared a story where I had I had one video go viral for a product, and that video, I made it in 15 minutes. It was a SaaS product, software as a service product, and the product made 30 grand from my 15 minutes of effort. And so if you position a product properly on TikTok, if you use the right hook, if you use the right pacing, if you use the right music, the right visuals, it will be very, very, very lucrative, especially if you are a monthly recurring revenue business and you can retain those customers. So that's what Pieter Levels is getting at with this quote. And so I looked at Pieter Levels' page, and it's him talking about technology, and it's a lot like his Twitter. He's learning how to be engaging on TikTok, which is very important, but he's making himself the influencer. And the thing is, the audience that he develops by talking about what's fascinating to him may not be the audience that best converts into customers for his startups. And so I want to suggest a different strategy, one that I have seen executed several times, and I will give examples. One that is low budget, saves the founder time. So if Pieter, if you're listening to this, saves you time. If for my other founder friends who listen to this podcast, it will save you time. And like I said, very inexpensive. So here's what you do. And I'm going to give you the specifics. I'm going to get into the nitty gritty. Open an account, open a new TikTok in the United States using a US SIM card. If you do that, you'll be more likely to immediately be shown to Americans. That's a trick about TikTok that a lot of people don't know. TikTok is very location-based. I'm an American. I opened the TikTok that I have now, Build in Public, with 67,000 followers. I opened that when I was living in Barcelona. And at the beginning, my first followers, the people who were seeing my videos, they were Spanish people. They were people living in the country. And it took a while for the algorithm to realize that Americans resonate with my stuff because I am one and I'm making stuff that I know that the people around me care about. If I had opened my account when I was living in New York, or if I had used a US SIM card, I would have been more likely to be shown to my target audience immediately. So that's a quick trick. Then what you do is you get a kid. There's lots of kids who are under 20 years old, teenagers, and they are great. They are natives to TikTok. They know what goes viral. They make meme accounts. You can find plenty of them who live in Eastern Europe or South America or Southeast Asia, low budget places. They're going viral consistently using clips and memes. They know what music works. They know what rhythm works. They know what trends work. And you get one of these kids and you say, hey, listen, you have a taste for what goes viral on this platform. You have experience making viral content on this platform. I'm going to give you a new phone to shoot on. You can keep it to shoot and edit on. I'm going to pay you $1,000 a month for a kid under 20 living in one of these places. That's a decent amount of money. And this is what you have to do. Spend the first week familiarizing yourself with my app. So in Pieter Level's case, Photo AI. Spend the first week familiarizing yourself with Photo AI. And then after that first week, you just put out one video a day. And it will be a much faster path to success than making yourself an influencer on TikTok and learning how to make good content yourself on this new platform. So instead, you just use a native with a track record who won't cost a lot. You give that person a week of training and then let the person figure it out. And the other, like I said, the other very important thing, by having a channel dedicated to the product, the algorithm is more likely to figure out who will find the product most useful and coolest and most interesting. So if you're developing your own audience, like I said, that audience might not be the target audience for the product. I'm going to give two examples now. First example, this is a TikTok that I love, not because I use the product, but because it is so effective and so efficient and so lucrative. It's an affiliate dropshipping channel. The handle is @key_stasher. The @ symbol, key, KEY _stasher, STASHER. This is a TikTok for a product that looks like car keys, but it has a secret compartment for storing drugs so you can take it to raves and parties and not get caught. And all of the videos on this TikTok are designed to promote the product in very cool and fun ways. And some of them go really viral. I found out about this channel from one of its videos, which is its third pinned video. It has 6.7 million views. And the caption is best rave purchase. And it shows the ingeniousness of this product. It has really fun music that was trending at the time. And that video got 6.7 million views. And every one of the videos, some other videos have done very well on this channel, but every video is just trying to make the product popular from different angles. It's all about this one product. And I believe that is a very effective strategy to making a product pop off on TikTok, especially if you feel that there is a market for this product. It doesn't have to have general product market fit, but if you feel that a lot of people, there's a good market for it, TikTok can find that market for you if all you do is make videos about this one product. Then the TikTok algorithm is most likely to find that audience for you, to find those customers for you. The other trick, before I say the next example, the other trick, there's a tool. I talk about this tool on so many of my episodes. If you're a regular listener, you know that it's reusevideo.com. Makes it so whenever you post, I shared it with somebody today. I met here in New York, this kid, he's going viral. His name is Jason Levin. Excellent guy, so smart. And he's going viral right now. He calls himself Subway Reader on Instagram, and he reads funny books in the train. He has them shot so it looks like he doesn't know that they're being shot, but really has a camera guy. And then he was like funny captions. He's reacting to the books in like hilarious ways. And then there's funny captions with it. So one video that's doing really, really well, he's sitting on the train reading a book about math, just some basic book about math. And he's making like the funniest expression about what he's reading. Like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then the caption says, bro just discovered math. And you got to check it out. Subway.reader on Instagram. But what's funny is I was meeting with him, we randomly connected because we're both members of Soho House. So we randomly connected, and then when we met and he showed me these videos, I'm like, oh my God, like my friends had sent me your videos right before this. And so he's a brilliant marketer, brilliant growth hacker. And we met and I told him about this tool, reusevideo.com. And even for him, it blew his mind. And what it does, like I said, you post a video on TikTok, it comes out simultaneously without the TikTok watermark on every other platform. Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter, everywhere. And what you do is this kid who's making videos on TikTok, they all come out on TikTok, you open up product channels on all the other platforms so they come out on those platforms too. And now these videos are hitting every platform. So now you open up your surface area to be discovered. And you start with TikTok and you do that and you have a native who knows what is going to pop off. And every algorithm on each platform is going to work for you to find your target market. Here's another example. I talked with the founder of this company. The company is called Breathwork. Breathwork has, I believe, one of the most popular company pages on TikTok. They have 3.5 million followers. And we met through a gated crypto community back in the day called FWB. This was several years ago. We're both members of that. We met through that. And this guy, really nice guy, and he shared with me his TikTok, and they crushed with TikTok. So Breathwork, it's a breathing app for anxiety, for sleep, for getting energy. If you've ever tried doing breathwork, you know it's amazing for your life. You feel so good when you do it. I do Wim Hof breathing every morning without fail. I never miss a day. I've been doing it for 4 years now. I started doing it when I was living in Kiev. I was doing all the Wim Hof. I was doing the Wim Hof breathing. I was doing cold showers. I was doing cold showers in the Ukrainian winter. It was very cold, very, very cold. Cold showers and cold baths in the Ukrainian winter while doing the Wim Hof breathing exercises. So breathwork is amazing. But each video on this TikTok, it's a breathing exercise to trending music, to popular music on TikTok. And some of these videos have millions of views. And all of the videos are designed to promote the Breathwork app. TikTok is an amazing channel for them. So these are two examples of TikTok channels dedicated entirely to a product and not a person. And I believe this is the best route for popularizing a startup on TikTok. It is going at promoting the product at many different angles and seeing what hits. And if you want to jumpstart it, start with somebody who knows the platform. Pieter Levels, if you're listening, huge fan. That's what I would do. That's what I would do for Photo AI. Once you get that, you could do that for Remote OK. You could do that for all your other startups. Anybody else who's listening, thank you so much for listening. And if you have a startup and if you have a marketing budget, this is what you could try. Search for just meme accounts, simple accounts. See who runs the account. Just message the account. Say, hey, I'm looking to hire somebody to run a TikTok page for my company. Would love to find out who's behind this page, something like that. And you can see who's behind the page. The reason I know that a lot of kids are just running pretty popular meme accounts and don't make any money is because they hit me up. They watch my stuff. Like I said, I'm getting kind of popular on TikTok. And so a lot of kids, they will have just these popular TikTok pages. They don't know how to make money from it. And they're asking me my thoughts. And so I have like a lot of these people in my DMs. And I know that there's so many of them out there. There's so many teenagers out there who want to make money from TikTok. They don't know how. They know what hits. They don't have products of their own to sell. They don't know how to do affiliate marketing, but they have a taste for what goes viral. And these people, you can hire these people and they will come at your product from many different angles, put out a video a day, and several a month will go viral. And that will make the startup, if it's a startup that has a market, TikTok and all these other platforms through reusevideo.com, all these platforms will find your market. This is episode 115 of The Edward Show. This is my daily growth hacking podcast. It's my snack-sized growth hacking podcast that I do every day, and I haven't missed a day since I started, and it's been a journey. Thank you all so much for listening. Hope this episode brought some amazing ideas, some amazing inspiration. If someone who's listening tries this, let me know. I want to hear about your success stories. I will talk to all of you again tomorrow. Bye now.